Hi, my name is Andrew Mitchell. Today I'm going to talk about Schedule J of Form 5471. Schedule J tracks the earnings and profits of controlled foreign corporations. So at the top of the schedule, you've just got the name of the person filing the 5471 and then their identifying number. You've got the name of the foreign corporation, an employer identification number for the foreign corporation if it has one. Typically they don't have one. A reference ID number, which is really just a number you make up to track if you have multiple foreign entities, it's just a number that helps keep track of which entity is which. Line 1 is the balance at the beginning of the year, and there's multiple different categories. There's post-1986 earnings, pre-1987 earnings, and then there's previously taxed earnings, which is typically if there's been Subpart F income or investments in U.S. property. Excess passive assets was a mid-1990 thing, and it's not around anymore, so you typically don't see previously taxed earnings. And so previously taxed earnings is when there's already been Subpart F income in a prior year, and that income has previously been taxed to the U.S. owners, so you keep track of it in these three columns here, and then you have a total earnings over here. So the first line 2A is current earnings. Line 2B is if there's a deficit, you show a deficit on 2B. Line 3 is just a subtotal. It just shows the subtotal of lines 1, 2A and 2B. And then line 4 is if you have a current year Subpart F income inclusion or a current year investment in U.S. property, then you put the amount typically in column A, and then in column C1 or C3 to show that you're reclassifying earnings from non-taxed earnings over to previously taxed because it's been taxed as Subpart F income or as an investment in U.S. property. Line 5 is actual distributions out of previously taxed earnings. So if you have a distribution during the current year and it's out of previously taxed earnings because you already had some during the year or in an earlier year, then the distributions would come out of previously taxed earnings. And then line 5B is actual distributions out of non-PTI or non-previously taxed earnings. PTI stands for previously taxed income. Sometimes it's called previously taxed earnings. Line 6A is just a subtotal of the PTI left over, and then line 6B again is a subtotal of the non-PTI, and then line 7 is a subtotal for all of the amounts. That's it for Schedule J. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.